Well, hello there again, whiskey lovers. It is your whiskey coach back at it again. Whew, so sorry for the delay, everyone. It's as you know, been a much longer time period between reviews, and as you could probably guess, it's because of the little crying, eating, pooping, and not so much sleeping machine that we have now upstairs. So my apologies for the delay. I know we're in the midst of bourbon season. I know we talked about how we're going to jump in with bourbons and talk about the different types of bourbons and whiskeys throughout the world. But one of my Canadian subscribers, Peter White, recommended or suggested or requested, I should say, that I review a particular rum that he had tried and has liked before in the past. And I've had it on my shelf for some time. As you guys know, there are many, many spirits that I have that just look pretty sitting on my shelf, almost like a stamp collection, that I don't get a chance to open for whatever reason or another. And Kirk and Sweeney 12-year Dominican rum was one of those. So I decided to, take him up on his recommendation, his request, I should say, and review a rum. Like I said, you know me, I'm a big, big rum guy, and this is one I've never tried. I've always been in love with the bottle and the story, so I'm excited to try it for you, Peter. So here we go. Hope you enjoy. So the story behind Kirk and Sweeney 12-year is pretty simple. You guys know me, I love a good story. Kirk and Sweeney was actually a name of a wooden schooner that would transport rum from the Caribbean up to the northeast coast of the United States during Prohibition. And then in 1924, they confiscated that ship off the coast of New York and was just full of rum. So in honor of that kind of pirate mentality or history, Kirk and Sweeney decided to, these guys at 35 Maple Street, which is a company out of Sonoma, California, decided to name their rum Kirk and Sweeney. They're the guys that I believe do Masterson's Rye as well. So they kind of have a soft spot in their heart for historic names for their spirits. So I like it. I personally think it's a real cool name. The bottle is tremendous. It is extremely heavy. Extremely heavy. If you can see, there's a lot of excess glass there. It is very, very thick glass. Beautiful story being told there in the bottle. That's kind of it's kind of like a lithographed material. It's kind of a map of the Dominican, and then you kind of have the north-south compass, and then you have the schooner there in the ocean, and it's just really, really, really nicely done. On the top, it gives you a bottle number, as well as a batch number, nice old-fashioned cork, just a beautiful presentation. And you guys know me, that I am a sucker for them. So yeah, these guys on 35 Maple Street decided they were going to do this rum. From what I've read, and again, I've had it on my shelf for quite some time but haven't tried it, it's kind of I don't want to say beginner's sipper, but I'll say it. It's, from what I hear, a beginning sipper rum. So what's that mean? Well, beginning sippers can mean a couple things. One, it's priced accordingly. It's not priced out of market for someone getting into neat spirits. Or two, maybe it's very agreeable. It's not too intense. Maybe they've added some additives to make it a little more palatable. Whatever that means in this case, we'll soon find out. Now, Mr. White, my subscriber that asked that I review this, mentioned that in Canada it is pretty costly. And I find that interesting because down here in the States it is not. I believe I picked this up for, $27, $28, $29. And that's why that's kind of what I mentioned about that price point being more kind of in the beginner's sipper rum. So that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything at all. I truly, truly don't judge by the cost. I judge on the character of the beverage and obviously, like I said, how it's produced. and those sorts of things. So let's give this one a shot. Love the old-fashioned, non-synthetic, traditional cork. Looks like a bottle of wine is opening up here. It's got some dates on there, 1924. That's the date that I mentioned in terms of when they confiscated that rum coming into the States. Already I'm getting beautiful orange peel. I'm getting molasses. I'm getting sugar cane. Oh, I almost forgot. They do mention shows a rich mahogany color, smoothly capturing a complex range of flavors from earthy sugarcane and dried fruit to vanilla and toasted oak. It is a new American oak barrels. Now, we talk values, and I'm going to do that one of these days shortly, I promise. I'm going to do a best value special in different categories, and like Elijah Williams comes to mind. Why do I keep saying Elijah Williams? Evan Williams, Elijah Craig. Lack of sleep here. But I do, like, Elijah Craig would be a value for bourbon. Maybe Pendleton's would be a value Canadian. Maybe the standard Tullamore Dew would be a value Irish. You get the gist. I kind of want to do something like that. And who knows? If this is a good rum, this could qualify with that, mid to high $20 price range. But for a 12-year Dominican rum to be priced at, like I said, $28, $29, that's pretty incredible. So I'm really interested to see how this guy turns out. Without further ado, it is mahogany, like it says. It is rum. It is syrup in color. It is a liquefied penny. It is again just what you want to see out of a rum. Nice legs. The viscosity is a little lighter than I would have anticipated, but again, really means nothing from what we're going to get on the palate. So let's give this a shot on the old nose. A little more stringent than I would imagine for a 12-year. I'm getting some subtle notes of caramel. Some wood grain there for sure. Getting that orange, that lemon, that insert citrus fruit. Almost getting like some nougat or some almonds maybe, or kind of an earthy smell. Here goes. Very light. Very light. Not getting any of the coating that I kind of like to get when I'm talking a fine rum. A little more burn than I would anticipate. It's there and it's gone. I'm not getting any lingering of those flavors or those aromas. It wasn't offensive at all. It was here and it was gone. Let me try that again. I'm not getting any of the the essence that you get in a fine rum, the sugar cane, sometimes the banana, the cocoa leaves. Not really getting any of that. Getting some of the things I mentioned that I did get on the nose. Like I said, not offensive at all, but it's almost too short. It doesn't have much life. Sorry, Mr. White. I hope this is not offending you. And that's, like I said, that's what's great about these reviews. We all have our own thoughts and opinions. And I'm not, I wouldn't throw this out of bed, if you will. But, that's how I'm feeling. The price point being where it is, I'm okay with it. Personally, I'd rather spring another $5 or $10 and pick up, you know, as a Kappa 23 or, man, the, what am I trying to remember? The Diplomatico Reserva Exclusivar, especially, maybe even some of the Brugal, the Florida Cana, the Appleton's 12-year, I think is superior to this. But I will give this a 6.5. Again, not offensive, just kind of doesn't. There are certain spirits that I review here with you guys that I drink, and I then go look back a couple months later and I think, I don't remember even what I thought about that. And I fear this is falling under that category. Cool story, amazing bottle, great price point, solid rum. So again, thank you guys very much for joining me. Hold on, I gotta try this one more time. I got a little butterscotch in there. I'm sticking with 6.5. Thank you guys again for your time. Sorry about the delay in reviews. I will do my very, very best, no promises, that we will do this less infrequently, and we will jump right back into bourbons. So again, as you can see, if you all have requests or recommendations, especially if I have it here on hand, I will knock it out quickly. I got this recommendation tonight and reviewed it tonight. So, as always, and until next time, glasses up. See you soon, guys.